Okay. Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. So I hope you guys are in a good conditions to proceed our lessons today. So is everyone good?
Yes,
Good,
teacher.
teacher.
Good, teacher.
Good.
You guys have a connection okay or not? Line connection okay or not?
So far, so good.
Okay,
Good, teacher.
teacher.
So
I'm
if
good.
any of you got a problem with your connection, please let me know in the WhatsApp group, okay? Okay, so students, today we are going to learn about ecosystems, which is chapter 9. So for today, we only focus with 9.1 community and ecosystem. Okay, before we start our lessons today, I will show you a video. And so let's see it together.
One of them gets close enough to bite the hare's tail. But a hare can change direction in an instant. If it can continue to sidestep and jink, it may ultimately outlast them. Finally, it gets away. For the next hare, the whole pack gives chase. Now numbers count. The lead wolves keep up the pace. Others run on either side, so the hare can't change direction. A tiny
From this video, can you identify the predator and prey? I want Ilyana Aisha to answer this question.
The predator is wolf. The prey is rabbit.
Okay, correct, good. So everyone, please give a pause for Yana. Okay, moving on to the next question. Did the predator hunt alone or in group? Nabiha Faizul, can you answer this question?
In group?
Okay, correct. Because you can see a group of wolves try to hunt the rabbit. Okay, last questions. Can you think of another example of a predator-prey relationship not shown in the video? So, Izulizam, can you answer this question?
I think an eagle as a predator and hunting rabbit as a prey.
Okay, good. Correct. Okay, so students, based on the video, actually, today we are going to learn about the interactions between biotic components. So there are three parts we are going to cover today, which is the parasitism, competition, and predation. Okay. Meanwhile, for the learning objectives, the first one is given a diagram of interaction between organisms, students should be able to identify three types of interactions. Second one is, given a diagram showing the interaction between organisms, students should be able to identify the two effects from the interactions. Okay, last one is, given the two diagram of organisms interactions, students should be able to differentiate the two types of competition interactions. Okay, everyone clear based on these learning objectives today?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Clear.
so let's start our class with the competition concept. So, competition occurs when organisms in a habitat compete to obtain basic needs such as food, water, light, and mates. So, in a competition, The weaker organisms usually lose. So after this, we're going to see which organism will lose in this competition. So there are two types of competition occur, which is intraspecific competition and interspecific competition. So interspecific competition actually occur between the same organisms to obtain basic needs. Meanwhile, for the interspecific competitions, there occur different organisms to compete to obtain basic needs such as food, water, light, and mates. Okay. Next, predation. So predation is actually the interaction that involves one organism, which is the predator, that eats another organism, the prey. So as you can see in this video, in this picture, the lion, which is the predator, kills and eats the zebra, which is the prey, to obtain energy and nutrients for survival. So let's see about the intraspecific competition. So this is the example for the intraspecific competition. Competition between members of the same species to obtain food, mates, sunlight, or nutrients. Such as an example, the dogs compete with each other to obtain food, which is a deer carcass. Okay. Okay, this is another example for the intraspecific competition. So as you can see, there are 4 types of sunflower plants, which is plant A, B, C, D. All of them are growing densely in rows, where each of them competing for sunlight, water, and nutrients. Okay, let's see for the plant D, which is the tallest plants with rapid leaf growth compared to plant A, B, and C. Meanwhile, for the plant C, the shortest plant compared to A, B, and D. Perhaps plant C is the shortest one because it can gain a sufficient sunlight, water, and nutrients compared to other plants. Meanwhile, for the plant D, it is the tallest plants compared to others because it obtains sufficiently sunlight, water, and nutrients. Everyone clear? Okay.
Yes.
Clear, teacher.
Okay, here I want to show you the interspecific competition. Just like I've mentioned before, interspecific competition occurs when different organisms or species compete for nutrients, water, food, mates. Okay, so as in the picture, it shows the hyenas compete with the jackal to obtain food, which is the carcass. This is we call interspecific competition. Okay, students? Okay, this is another example for interspecific competition. This one is competition between various plant species for sunlight. As you can see, the trees grow taller than other plants to access direct sunlight. Meanwhile, the understory plants survive with limited sunlight. Okay? Okay, next. The parasitism concept. Okay, parasitism is an interaction that benefits one organism and harms another. As an example, a tapeworm, which is a parasite inside the human intestine, absorbs nutrients and causes the human, which is the host, to suffer from nutrient deficiency. Okay, to relate with this situation, I want to ask, is there any of you already or have been eaten to avoid the intestine growth in your stomach? Maybe your mother give you some medication to avoid the intestine growth in your stomach.
Yes.
Can you remember it?
Remember?
Yes,
Yes.
I
Okay.
remember.
Until now, you still consume the medicine or not?
Sometimes.
Okay,
No.
good. Okay, that one is good to prevent the parasite or the worm growth rapidly in your intestine. Okay, this is another example for parasitism concept. Heat lice live on the human scalp. They get food such as blood, and also they get shelter to reproduce easily. So I want to ask Izul Hizam, did you have any experience regarding the head lice?
Mm, uh, no, because I'm taking good of my hair and my head, so I never has experience in head lice.
Okay. Okay, good. So that is a good one to prevent from heat lice to grow rapidly in your hair, okay? Okay, so students, this is times for our activity. So for these activities, all of you need to answer a few questions in order to complete the puzzles. Okay? Okay, so for question 1, what is parasitism? I want Regina Franklin to answer this question.
Parasitism is a relationship between two organisms where one organism is the parasite, which is gain benefits, and the other organism is the host, which is the harm one.
Okay, good, correct. So everyone, please give applause for Regina. Thank you for the answer. It seems like she's been focusing all the time to my class. So, second question is, name one example of a parasite and its host. Okay, one example of a parasite and its host. I think this is a bonus questions because Regina already answered this question and give example for this concept. So for this question, I want Marsha Shamimi to answer. Please give answer.
I think that worm and the host is human.
Okay, correct. That one is also correct. So Nabiha Faizul, can you give another example for parasite and host? Example.
Wait, it's here.
Teacher, can I answer?
Okay, yes, please, Regina.
Lice is the parasite and the head is the host.
Okay, good, correct. That one is also correct. So good job, Regina. Okay, since Nabiha can't answer my question just now, so I want to give she to answer this question. What are differences between intraspecies and interspecific? Sorry, what are the differences between intraspecific and interspecific competition?
Okay, for the interspecies, is the competition occurs between in the same species to compete the males, nutrient, and so on. But for the interspecific, is competition between the different organisms to compete the nutrients they need.
Okay, good. Correct. That one is correct. Okay, it is true where intraspecies is the competition between the same organism, meanwhile interspecific competition between the different organisms. Okay, good job. Okay, last questions. Give one example of predator and prey interaction. I want this one, Ilana Aisha. Please answer this question.
I think snake and frog.
Okay, good, correct. So, which one is the predator and which one is the prey?
The predator is snake. The prey is frog.
Okay, correct. That one is a very good answer. Thank you, Ilana Aisha. So, let's complete this puzzle together, students. Okay, so we got a few types of animals here. Okay, so without further ado, let's proceed our class today with the quizzes questions. Okay, I've prepared some questions for you guys to answer. because I want to see it's either you guys understand or not about my lecture today. Okay. Okay, students, you may join the quizzes right now. It's either you can enter the join code or you can scan the QR code. Okay, all of you already joined the quiz, so let's start right now. Okay, for question 1, based on the diagram, identify 3 types of organism interactions that could occur. This one is the same picture like the puzzle just now. Okay, this one is you can choose multiply answer for this question. Remember about the parasitic interaction. Okay, let's moving on to the third question, which is you need to identify the types of interaction based on diagram A and diagram B. So which one is this one is about a competition interaction. So you need to identify diagram A, what type of competition occur, and so on with the diagram B. Okay, let's moving on to the question 4. An organism hunts and eats other organisms. Match the suitable interaction based on this description. So, what do you think this interaction about? Competition, predation, mutualism, or ecosystem? Okay, you may choose your answer. Okay, let's see for the 5 questions, which is the last question. Which situation best illustrates competition between organisms? A, B, C, or D? Remember about the competition concept, students? Okay, students, from these questions, you got any problems?
No, teacher.
No,
Okay,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, good. Okay, question 2, everyone, okay, 5 correct, so good. And then this one, okay, let's see it later. Okay, question 4, everyone good also, 5 correct. And question 3, last questions, 2 of you get the wrong answer. So which situation best illustrates competition between organisms? So the answer actually is the snake between competitions. So the answer is C, 2 lions fighting over the same prey. Okay, meanwhile let's go to the questions 1. 3 types of organism interactions that could occur. The first one is parasitism, where the tapeworm actually could occur inside of the wild boar. Meanwhile, for the predation, between the jaguar between the leopard and the wild boar, which is this one is the predator and this one is the prey. So last one is competition between the birds here to compete about the food, space. Okay. Okay. 3. Let's see. Okay, diagram A shows the competitions between the intraspecies. Meanwhile, diagram B shows the competition between the interspecies. Okay, so that's all for today for our quizzes session. Okay, students, let's conclude our lessons today. So today we have already learned about parasitism, which is involve 2 organisms, which is organism A and organism B. So organism A is the parasite, meanwhile organism B is the host. So the effect from this interaction is one side only get the benefit, meanwhile the other sides will be harmed. Okay. So for the competition, there are intraspecies and interspecies. Between the 2 organisms also, competitor A and competitor B. The outcome from these interactions both possibly could harm also, because remember, the weak can lose. The weaker one can lose. So for the predation, organism A, which is the predator, can gain the benefit from this interaction. Meanwhile, the organism B, which is the prey, will be killed in order to obtain food, to obtain energy. Okay, so the outcome from this is there are winner and loser. Okay, that's all, students. Thank you for your time and attention. So I hope you guys really understand about the topic we learned today, and have a good day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.